Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Plague Inc. Evolved Custom Scenarios. Let's go back to the popular tab. We're going to try something called the Lethality Speed Test by Delanarm, or you say that, I don't know. Everyone on Earth has been infected for you. Your job is to test how quickly you can rid the world of its population. I imagine this is going to be an extremely fast scenario, but let's see what happens. Ooh, I actually get to decide which of the virus types I want to use. Okay, well, in that case, I think I have to go for Bioweapon. Anything with a lot of lethality will be A-okay. This one will passively be increasing it. I'm trying to think if anything else technically could go faster. Not the nanovirus, that tends to get cured faster. Everything else is more or less the same. Yeah, if everyone's been infected already, I think the Bioweapon has to be the way to go. ATP boost, genetic mimic, aquatic, streamophile, and transstasis. Actually, you know what? We don't need transmissions now that I think about it. What we want is a ton of symptoms, so let's do that instead. And ATP boost, absolutely. We don't need any other kinds of surges and extra DNA. Or do we? Wait a minute, now that I think about it. If everyone's already been infected, do I desperately need the catalytic switch for the extra DNA from blue bubbles? Kind of depends on how much extra DNA I start with, but let's find out. Pax 12. Nah, we can do better than that. Putrid born. Absolutely, that sounds great. Everyone is infected, ... No need to choose a country, because everyone's freaking infected. Boom! Okay, actually now I'm wondering if maybe the red bubbles is the way to go. Could be. Maybe I should have gone for some early symptoms. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Rethinking this, let's try this one again. We're going to go for the metabolic jump for the extra DNA from red bubbles. That makes the most sense. All right, everyone's been infected, but before we get started, pause immediately. We want to use some DNA to start getting some severity. What happened to my ATP boost? Why didn't I get anything? Oh, that just don't feel right. That just don't feel right at all. Okay, let's go for, let's say, the, actually, I guess if everyone's infected, I can go for as much lethality as possible, as early as possible, right? So let's go down coughing, sneezing, immune suppression, and probably lead directly into something else, but I need more severity. We are going to go for the insomnia. Yes, much severity as possible. Putrid born begins in Russia, and I was not able to pause properly, so we have to pop all of the bubbles as is right now. All right, that's fine. But hopefully we managed to get ourselves a tiny bit of extra DNA from having a little severity. Just a little bit. Let's go for that immune suppression and the total organ failure. Pulmonary fibrosis is not that great. Probably the best thing to do actually would be to work toward insanity and dysentery. So we'll go for paranoia, seizures, insanity, and dysentery. There we go. That's pretty good. Coma's not bad per se, but there are better options out there. Let's go for fever, skin lesions, and probably head toward the necrosis next. I think that should be A-okay. Oh, good. We actually did have a couple more countries to infect. That's fine. So necrosis is a thing, and that leads to hemorrhagic shock. Trying to think, is this actually the most lethality I can realistically expect at this stage of the game? Possibly? I can't really say I know for sure. They're going to start... Oh, well, hey, free hemorrhagic shock. All right, we'll go for internal hemorrhaging next instead, then. That would lead to what? Tumors, I think? Yeah, that seems perfectly reasonable. Well, that mutation worked about as well as I could possibly have hoped for. So let's go for the internal hemorrhaging, then we have tumors. I mean, yeah, I'm curious what the record is. Like, if there's something that the author has experimented with, right, has done like a lot of test runs and seen what's the best optimal combination of symptoms to get the best possible score, then I have to wonder, what is that max score? Like, I want to see how it compares with what I've done. Let's go for inflammation and paralysis. No, that's not that good. Pulmonary fibrosis is technically better. Then probably coma, pulmonary edema, and then either diarrhea or paralysis. But the paralysis technically gets me a little bit of extra score, and we got diarrhea for free anyway, so let's pick that up. Reset that cure progress down a teensy-weensy little bit. And then probably everything else goes into just genetic reshuffles. Or wait, nucleic acid neutralization? Nah. Now we don't want that. Drug resistance and genetic hardening, and if we can get enough points for a genetic reshuffle, we will. Otherwise, that's going to be it. Super duper fast! 5-minute freaking video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into a challenge for the community. 80 days is how long it took for me to destroy the world. I got 326,128 points. 8% cure progress, though I would say that doesn't matter too much. My curiosity then, my challenge to you, can you find a better, more optimal, lethal solution than I did? Because I think, instinctively, I may have happened across the most lethal possible path with a couple of lucky mutations along the way. Can you beat my score? That's what I want to see from the community down below. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, then I ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.